Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is the Newsbeat presented to you by Ladies Like and Survivor. Follow the beat from the studio to the street. Info with the flow keeps you sharp and in the know. Sit back, relax, enjoy the news. Follow. Vienna was named the city with the best quality of living, as Western Europe countries continue to dominate the quality of living rankings. The survey was conducted by Massa, a global consultant firm of multinational companies, in 230 of the world's top cities.
The study examines the city's socio-economic conditions, along with the environment, terrorist threats, housing and education. This year, the survey also examined the issue of personal safety and security, based on performance of law enforcement, crime figures and internal stability.
This is a crucial issue for multinationals sending employees abroad as security concerns increase throughout the world.
Luxembourg claimed the #1 spot as the safest city and tied in second position with the European cities of Bonn, Zurich and Helsinki.
The Middle East has been one of the world's most unsafe areas. Iraq's Baghdad was named the worst city to live in, followed by Damascus in war-torn Syria.
However, African cities didn't do much better than those from the Middle East. Only Cape Town and Johannesburg made the top 100 on the list.
Kampala City appeared in the 169th position and emerged as the best city to live in the East African region, ahead of Nairobi at 184, Kigali at 191, and Dar es Salaam at 198 on the list.
Kampala was also found to offer a higher living standard for expatriates. The Ugandan capital is now ranked 3rd on the African continent.
The study, which is conducted annually, enables multinationals and employers to access working environment and pay their employees fairly when placing them on international assignments.
Human trafficking on the African continent is on the rise as more criminal outfits continue to profit from the vice. Much as most of the trafficked children are teenagers, Nigeria is struggling with notorious baby traders. In Nigeria, like in many other parts of Africa, a childless woman faces prejudice, so many women are willing to get pregnant at any price by turning to what they locally regard to as miracle doctors. Unfortunately, they are nothing more than medical imposters. The women are injected with hormones without medical clearance so as to give their bellies a pregnancy appearance. After 9 months, the doctors perform a fake birth, and the woman is given a baby that is not biologically hers. Childless couples that are desperate to become parents continue to be duped with fake fertility treatments. These quack doctors are the major beneficiaries of Nigeria's notorious baby farmers. Some orphanages and clinics also act as brokers for the illegal baby traders. The baby traffickers have also profited from teenagers with unplanned pregnancies in a country where abortion is illegal except in extreme circumstances. Desperate young mothers are enticed to part with their children for a cash deal. There are also reports of young girls forced to produce babies for sale against their will. At least 10 children are sold across Nigeria, according to a report by the United Nations. And although the Nigerian government has shown urgency in fighting the illicit occupation, it continues to rake in big profits for the criminal organizations, because young mothers are still an easy target of exploitation, and desperate couples continue to rely on the illegal option to avoid the scrutiny of legal adoption. Roger Miller is an African icon working to make a positive difference. Our reporter MC Yella is here with a full report.
Roger Miller used to be the pride of the continent, representing Cameroon at the World Cup, the oldest player to ever play the tournament. But now the star has turned to another challenge, fighting plastic wastes, turning trash into building materials. Roger Miller was named the best African player of the 20th century, and now he puts his stardom to use in trying to clean up his country, all that at the age of 63. Plastic bags and bottles are often cast away, clogging up rivers and blocking gutters. Pollution is a universal plague. Now Miller is employing youngsters to avoid turning Cameroon into a giant dumpster. The government has banned plastic bags, but 100 tons were seized last month, and Miller is now training the youth to make new materials out of plastic, an earth-friendly type of magic. Plastic is melted and mixed with sand. It then replaces cement in the production of concrete slabs. The paving stones they make are even cheaper, making Roger Miller's project a real winner. Once a champion, always a champion. I'm MC Yala, reporting for Newsbeat.
Thank you, MC Yala, for that report. 10 months ago, Bujumbura was under fire, with government cracking down the media, putting radio broadcasters on fire. Journalists were thrown to prison for doing their work and no other reason. International media also shifted their attention, and the tiny country was all about forgotten. Burundians have decided to fight back and create new ways to know the facts, communicate with their families, and organize civil action against corruption authorities. Burundians have have taken to social media. The revolution might not be televised, but will be tweeted, shared and liked. Journalists have gone underground, organizing themselves on WhatsApp, taking big risks on reporting WhatsApp. In this total media blackout, some had to fight back and step out. They are called SOS Media Burundi, and they fight for freedom of information at the risk of their own personal safety. Now all Burundians are standing together through social media, despite government propaganda, creating their own reliable media. No rumors, no support for opposition government, only news that is verified and accurate. That was the news of the beat. Next week will be another hit. Still Ladies Like and Survivor, reporting live and direct with love and respect. Follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat.
Follow the beat.
Follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat.
Follow the beat.